Hey guys, Mike here, the Detroit Borg, with a look at the Belkin view case for the iPhone 5. Now, the big selling feature for this case is the clear back panel, which lets you admire the design of the iPhone 5 while providing full 360-degree protection. Now, this case is available in a wide variety of colors for $19.99. The version we're looking at today is the black model, which I think works well with either phone color, but probably suits the black version best. And you can get a white version for the white iPhone. The packaging is pretty straightforward, and they haven't added any accessories like screen shields or cleaning cloths. Now, looking closely at the case, the bumper surrounding the phone is a single piece of semi-rigid textured plastic, which includes integrated buttons for full protection. Now, installation is fairly easy, but this case is rigid, so you want to install it button side first. Now, once installed, the case feels pretty snug with no movement or creaking or flexing. And looking around, we can see that we have these average size cutouts for the bottom, on the bottom for all the ports. So the cutouts feel pretty sturdy with minimal flexing, so you don't have to worry about deformation over time. Now, on the side, we'll find our flush volume controls, which operate easily through the case, but are a little harder to feel for because they are flush. It's the same story with the sleep wake button. And we have a very roomy cutout for the mute switch, so it's pretty easy to operate. Now on the back, we'll find the very flush mounted clear back panel with a large cutout for the camera and flash lined in a plastic ring to stop glare. Although this case is so slim that they probably could have gotten away with a smaller cutout without glare. And indeed, there is no camera flash black or glare issues with this camera. Now on the front, we'll find a modest lip for lay-on-table design, so you can lay this flat on a table without scratching your glass screen. The rear of the case does not have a lay-on-table design, which is unfortunate because it might help protect the back panel from scratching. And that's the biggest issue I have with this case, which is the fact that the clear back panel does not resist scratching or scuffing very well. And after only a few days of use, the case is looking pretty rough, especially under these bright lights. So I can't imagine what this case will look like after a year. But generally speaking, under normal conditions, you won't notice the scratching as much. So in the end, I definitely like this case because it's a very slim case. I think it provides just enough shock protection with that softer bumper-like material around the edge of it. So again, it's very similar to the Apple bumper, but they've added a clear plastic screen on the back to protect the delicate surface of the iPhone 5. You definitely don't want to scratch the back of the iPhone 5, especially if you have the black version. But otherwise, the case has a nice grippable texture to it. The buttons feel pretty nice. I mean, you can operate them, assuming you can find them. There's not as much feel on the side of it to feel for those volume controls and the sleep wake button, but if you know where they are, it's not a big deal. So I think the case is pretty sharp for only $19.99. You get plenty of color options, pretty minimal, pretty thin, and does the job for me. So that's going to do for me, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.